the Decathlon store. Like I had a look inside, and inside of it hasn't changed. The buttons haven't changed since. And I would also do one like late December ish. I did that one really quick hour of 6 p.m. Now 7:04. Hello, it is 1:01 p.m. on Thursday, February the 23rd. So yesterday was a long day. I started a video with squats, and I then had talked about that basketball court that had opened some time ago. It's brand new for a shopping mall, well, just outside, where there's a Decathlon store, and you get out of Decathlon and get to the basketball court. It's insane. And even the Decathlon store, like I had a look inside, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully next time I'll get to go inside and show you. And there, I made it back into the neighborhood, and because we'll be having dinner with friends this weekend, I'm gonna spend the rest of this week in this neighborhood. And on the way, there was some kind of a situation that it was all blocked and it was hard to pass. Yeah, there was a funeral apparently. Nobody would even think of that. There were some cars that even had to park on the side. So yeah, there was a funeral, kind of an unprecedented moment. So sometime earlier in the day, something got me thinking, how did I survive the last winter season without catching the flu? For some hours of today, I caught it, and that made me think, how did I survive the last winter without getting it? And yes, at some points last winter it got really bitter. It snowed hard, and it even made it very difficult to walk down the stairs. It made it very difficult. It made it very difficult to even handle it while holding on to the rails. And even in the middle of March, it snowed. I explained this last weekend. Even the winter season before that, when on a certain day of the week we had to stay at home, like we were stuck. Well, once there was that time that we had been to Backhind Shayla's house just to check up the cats. We even took Smokey there. And a few days after that, I caught the flu, and then the blizzard had come. And so that was just a short-term flu. But I had made it through the entire winter last year without having got it. And throughout the November month, I had got it for a few days. I jumped into that cold pool, and that appeared to be the result. I paid it, and for some time today. Well, shouldn't have been. So since I had come here last week on Wednesday, it had been quite warm, except for the first couple of days. Hey, Mr. Meaner, were you the one that scratched me? Yeah, I came in there and he scratched me while I was on my way up. It's silly. Alright, you might have noticed, but the elevator has somewhat changed, you see. Inside of it hasn't changed. The buttons haven't changed since the last time I went up to my annoying neighbors and scared them. Like, they are still really bad even now. But today it's actually pretty good. It's silent. There's nothing wrong going on upstairs. But when these kids do it, they just get more and more intense as years pass. It's like they're not gonna change, but today they're all right. I don't know why. It's like one day I let them get away with it, and the next day I just go up them, creep them again. But the key thing is that the elevator has changed somewhat. Made 3 reels since the day that I made a post of the pink moon or whatever that is once it turned into a full moon. So since the day that I posted the footage that I was at Lakers Arena, I was thinking actually, because we have finally worked it out, we'll be returning to the US on April the 4th. April 7th and 9th are the last two games that we play this season at the arena. So I just want to give you an update on that. That we'll be heading back to US. We'll be flying back to LAX on April 4th. Before that, though, between March 19th and 23rd, and yes, for the first time this late, at a time that would be considered the beginning of spring, I will have my ski trip. Normally I'd have it from like mid to late February, and I would also do one like late December-ish. I did that once, but this year I'm doing it for the first time towards the end of March. So March 19th to 23rd, then I'll spend some time alone in my loft, then April 4th, there we go. Look at that. There's a Lakers fan waving at the players while the warm-up still goes on. Dennis Schroeder, I think we let him go. I don't know why, but you see she's dancing, and before the match even started, there was this like choir that went on. And my reel when we were at the B Premium Hotel. Yeah, I just typed Premium Hotel though. Well, no, it's because I haven't actually been on much content with Instagram throughout this winter season, but do stay tuned in for some footages for the time that comes that I go on my ski trip, and hopefully I'll be able to do much more catch up on this Instagram page. This is kind of new. I got this lights up over the sign there. So this has been a really quick hour of 6 p.m. now, 7:04. So during this quick hour, we headed out, grabbed some fast dinner. Well, we actually planned to go at this hour, but I'll get into some business later on. And that was a nice week off last week, just because I came back in here. All right, so I'm done with this round of squats. Tomorrow's going to be the day off, and then on Saturday I will start off my last round, and I'll round it off for the month, and I'll be off the squats until June, in which I'll be doing 4 rounds of that. Just like in May, I'll be doing 4 rounds of push-ups. And the workout for March is going to be sit-ups. So I am going to figure out how I am going to do the workout in April, since on the 4th we'll be taking a 13-hour flight, and it's not going to be easy to be able to carry 4 bags of stone. And what I mean by carrying 4 bags of stone is work your legs off on a day that you're going on hours traveling. If you may have noticed, they did put this bamboo stick door at the entrance at this pool, and starting from this summer season, that will be one fancy way to pass through this gate. We don't even have that at the other gate, still as it stands, but with this one, the bamboo stick just gives the vibes. I was supposed to talk about this at the beginning of today's vlog, but then I totally forgot about it. Didn't keep my promise from the end of yesterday, but I'll talk about it already. So at first I had planned to take 1st, 7th, 12th, 18th, and 25th of the coming month off for my sit-up days. And then we had revised that we're going traveling on 19th through 23rd. So what I'm going to do in March is just like what I'm going to be doing in January, except I am going to take 7th and 12th off. In January, I did take 17th, 22nd, and 27th off. But I also took the 6th and the 11th off. Whereas in March, I'll be taking the 1st, 7th, 12th, 17th, 22nd, and 27th off for my sit-ups. So guys, that's going to put today to a high note. I got to do 48 squats in total for today, and tomorrow I'm actually planning to start it rather productive. You know, where we got for a walk in the morning, hang out and about. It is 7:11. Well, this says 7:06 because it's actually slow, so ignore that. That's why it turns out to be like 5 or 6 minutes slower. So we'll start tomorrow on a high note, as I will have my day off from the squats. It's been kind of a bitter day with the cats as well, to be true, but that's just cat life. I don't even need to give a name of any country, but that's just cat life in the Middle East. It's just cat life that you didn't even get to see in the vlogs while I was at the US, because they're not into cat life. Although there was that one day, you remember, you saw that squirrel flying above the tree. Oh boy, that kind of gave me some energy and made me think how, unless if it's a video game where a cat has 5 lives, it's just this kind of intensity that they peek at you and it's like they have 5 lives. You stomp on them, they hibernate for 3 hours, and then they come back and they still got 4 lives. What are you gonna do? And that, man, it was a nutty reaction. But today the cats were just as nutty as that. It's like you stomp on them, but they still appear to live. They were that bitter. Well, anyway, guys, so I am going to put an end to this vlog. It has been kind of a rush day, as I said, so I'll see you guys in the vlog tomorrow, which I'll be looking to start it like a kick-ass day and get things like I'm headed back to the future. Hey, see you guys.